Good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday afternoon at Showpo headquarters, and Tizzy and I sitting here, ew, this is filthy, having a drink, getting some makeup on, and getting ready for Friday night out. So join us. Cheers to a bloody awesome Friday night. Right, okay, so what are you going to start with?
Primer. Always primer.
Oh, you love that
I
one.
love this one. I love it so much. It's like out.
Oh yeah,
it's
empty.
dying. So
I'm going to, so I actually said this in the last makeup tutorial, but I always do my color neutralizers under my actual primer.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of people find a bit weird.
It's a little bit weird for me.
But I love it because then, I don't know, it's like the first thing on my skin. So I'm going to try this because everyone goes on about this.
No, I personally do primer before everything because my skin is also dry. If I put that stuff on my face right now, it would just like cake up and go gross. But I personally use a water-based primer most of the time as well. So do you know what kind of base you use? Do you ever care about that?
I should care because I get acne and the silicone-based ones.
Yes.
I mean, you explain why they're bad.
They would, silicone-based primers like fill in your pores so much better than any kind of other primer. You have to be careful when choosing your primers and foundations only because silicone doesn't like mix with water a lot of the time. So you can actually, and I've only recently like found this out, but you can use a water-based primer and a silicone foundation on top, like that's okay. But if you mix it up and you go silicone base and then water-based foundation, it breaks up completely.
Okay,
that's when you get all those like crackly little bits, especially around your nose and especially where you're most oily.
How do I know if it's silicone based?
If it's silicone based, it'll have all these like weird names that you probably won't understand. It doesn't have the ingredients listed here. But if it's like the first ingredient is like aqua, you know it's like water based.
So you always use the the Marc Jacobs primer and foundation.
Yeah.
Without fail, like they're your ride or dies.
Yeah.
And I just like, I don't know, I really like putting a bit of a highlight under my primer and foundation because it brings, ew, this brush smells.
And I also love using a beauty blender, mainly because I do have like dry skin and I just feel like, especially when I'm working with like matte foundations on a dry skin, it just like gives me that little bit more dewiness, doesn't like dry me out. But I just feel like it gives such a flawless finish. Like, I don't know, it just like blends everything seamlessly. Like, there's no streaks that you get with like some brushes. It just, you know what I mean? It blends so well. And I never like smear. I will never smear it across my face. I will only ever like
pounce.
I will pounce.
When you press and bounce at the same time.
Yes.
Pounce.
I never knew that was a thing, but like that describes it perfectly.
Yeah.
I always conceal my lids. Even before doing under eye concealer, I'll always conceal my lids and make sure that is flawless, like prepping it for the eyeshadow and stuff.
I did the same thing earlier because I've got like visible.
I got so many veins. I have so many annoying dark veins in my eyelids.
I'm doing my triangle. Now it's something to do with brightness. Do you know what the actual reason is though? Because I said in my last video, I was like, I don't know why we do triangles, but
the reason we do triangles is like that's the kind of everything about what your cheekbones are. Like you want to highlight. You want the top of your cheekbones highlighted. So you'd never want to go past where you are right now. If you go past, you're highlighting under your cheekbone and there's no point to it. So as soon as I put concealer anywhere in my face, I bake it straight away. Like
you're baking on your eye.
I will,
I'm just pressing this in with this again because I forgot my beauty blender.
And what I'm doing now is just baking in that kind of triangle that like we mentioned before, like I want to highlight
that's what everyone does.
It's so good. People that go further down than this, I don't understand. Like you don't need to bake your whole face. Like you just don't. But I just prefer this area because it's highlighting and it prevents, like I do, not that I have wrinkles, but I have creases. And if
everyone's face will crease.
If you don't set those creases, then the foundation just cakes up there. It's like weird. I don't know if
why are you doing that?
Because when I'm eating, like the lipstick will always either like move or like smudge it somewhere, but like this just like stops it. It stops.
Would you do this bakeage for work?
I'm not gonna lie, I do baking. I'm sorry, Cal, but I do. Like
I think that's amazing.
I bake my under
That's dedication.
So usually after I bake, the first thing I'll do after I finish all of it is actually wipe off. By now, the first part I did was my eyelids. I wipe that off.
It looks like most of it's sunken in as well.
Yeah, exactly. You can see the eyelids have sunken in a little bit, right? It will like go a little bit less white.
Yeah.
And then I wipe off the eyelids and then I do my eyebrows.
Oh, that looks beautiful. beautiful.
That was
Dipped into
great.
that a bit.
How, wait, see, mine's like very cool toned. Yours is like a lot warmer. I use cool tones when I'm blonde.
Yep.
And I love this Chi Chi pomade. I love this Chi Chi pomade. I know I don't like suit it amazingly. I love it.
Am I fashion?
Yes.
I'm fashion.
You're fashion.
I'm so fashion. And it does look nice and matte.
Yeah, it's super matte, but like,
But yeah, it hasn't gone in your creases.
no.
See mine, it legit, I don't know, I've got weird skin. It goes like right in them. Like I've got deep.
When I first,
Crevices.
and you have to make sure you wipe off the inner corner. Sometimes you leave that and it can like, yeah. I'm just taking some of like the lighter, like orange colors and mixing them up for a transition shade. And I always tap off any excess before I
Me
go
too,
to
otherwise
bed.
it ends up on your chin.
Yes. So I always, especially going through with the transition color, blend in the circles. I just feel like instead of like doing like the windscreen wiper, I'm just going back
I do
and
the
forth.
windscreen.
I find like it blends, I don't know, like it blends it out even more. See, I like my eyeshadow to like, not reach my brow bone obviously, but like go higher than the crease itself, just so it's like even more soft and blended out.
Yeah, yours looks really pretty and soft.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go through with a few more layers of that just to build up the orange color because I really want
That
it to
colour
be
looks
like,
so nice.
yeah, I really want it to be like super.
These palettes
runs.
are amazing.
They are,
And they're
blend
so
well.
reasonable. Circulation.
And then as I'm like going through layering, I like get a slightly darker orange shade. I go darker and darker, and then I'll eventually switch, like when I'm getting to like deep shades, I'll switch to like a smaller, like a brush half this size, like what, like something that you're like holding now. I take like a packing brush, so anything like super dense.
Yes. Yep.
And then I'll take whatever color I want. So I'm gonna probably pack like a bit of, still like
yeah.
keeping with like the warm tone brown.
Yeah. You don't want to chuck something.
So I'm like doing more of these colors now in like the corner rather than like the lighter tones here. And then like I'll pack it, so right now I think I'm gonna go for like a halo kind of eye, which means it's like darker and like the inner corner and outer corner, and there's like a pop of color in the middle. I'm just doing the same kind of motions that I was using beforehand.
Okay, so bit of a disaster. I thought, oh great, I'm gonna do a halo look too.
Yeah.
But the halo on the inner V of my eyes, I look bruised.
What do you mean? No, it's only because you haven't put your halo on yet. Your like final like pop of glitter.
I feel like I look bruised.
And when I'm doing like my under eye, I like connecting it to the like wing or the shadow that I've put into the corner here.
Do you think that like opens up your eye, or?
I just think that it makes your whole eye look flow. Like it's the bottom is like connected to the top. You know what I mean?
May I dip?
You may. So I'm just going to, sometimes I love using this as a base to like make the eyeshadow that I want to like lay on top of the halo pop. So like I'll just like pop it in the middle.
Oh, because the white would then make it like whoosh.
It grips it a little bit, and then
Yeah.
it also just makes whatever like white color you put on top be even more apparent. So I'm just gonna put a bit of eyeshadow on top of that white base that I created with the eyeliner. And it's really gonna pop now. Before I put anything else on top of that, I'm just going to blend the dark colors a little bit into that lighter color so it's not super harsh. And right now, I think I'm gonna mix two glitters because I want a really light gold. So I'm gonna mix, I have this eye candy glitter in Candy Coin. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a super beautiful gold glitter pigment. And I have the accompanying like eye candy glue, which is amazing, and it adheres anything to your eyelids. So if you wanted to do, if you could use this as like eyeshadow, like a dampened brush, and put it into eyeshadow, and it will make it like pop. It'll make it stay. So with that glitter glue on the brush, I'm gonna dip into that that glitter and also this Inglot pigment. It's just a bit of a white, so I'm gonna slightly mix that just so I get a bit of the white, a bit of the gold, because I don't want it too yellow. I'm just gonna press in the middle. Beautiful, thank
I
you.
have refilled. You are a maestro because you don't even have a speck of fallout.
Yeah, I've packed it on, so you just get like a dense packing brush. You get like a smaller one, dip it into the glue, and then you dip into both, like, or one, whatever you're using. I always start with the wing. When you're doing eyeliner, what do you start with? You did that so flawlessly. Stop it.
I definitely didn't.
I did. It takes me like 5 minutes an hour to do an eyelash. Kelly, I did it.
Oh, amazing. It's the cutting. You usually just mustn't cut enough off.
No.
Okay, now we're going on to face powder.
Thank God. I'm using the small remains of my NARS powder.
Everyone here loves NARS.
Yes.
So many of the girls that work here love NARS.
So I'm just using up everything now. That's why I'm kind of not letting go of this powder, to be honest.
Because you're like, I cannot
Yeah,
buy another one.
I don't want to buy it again. Like, I mean, it's expensive, but I just like don't really want to support them, to be honest.
I just don't get testing on animals.
Yeah.
Test on humans.
Yeah, seriously, right? Paid trials. I'm sure people.
I would do it for cash.
For cash, obviously.
Put this in. If anyone wants to like test new formulas out and pay me lots of money, I'm all for it.
Yeah, she's all for it.
Right, now I'm just contouring this nose with a questionable brush, but I'm getting a bit drunk at this point, so
It's fine.
I'm literally using an eye packing brush to...
I'm just gonna go in with some bronzer. I love me some, see, oh, these kinds of brushes just make my life.
Check out my necessary makeup brush blog.
I love bronzing my whole face. Like I start with my cheeks, I like do it in circle motions. I just feel like it makes it so even. And then I take it down my jawline.
Yeah.
I take it up to my temples. Yeah.
I just really like this new brush. You know, I never realized that I had like a prominent double chin until I watch videos of myself. And I'm like, oh, this is cute, Kelly.
Everyone has a double chin when they like move certain ways though and from certain angles. What do you mean? You're gonna make my lashes fall off.
Go away, double chin.
We've come a long way. Like you don't stop up the lashes now. I bronze.
Sorry, I'm losing the plot.
I love it. And you can never forget to tan your forehead, please.
Otherwise you have borrowed.
Like I contour my nose a little bit, but like, so you know how people
You've got a
have
very
references?
skinny nose,
yeah,
so you don't really need to.
It's so defined already, like I don't need to make it anymore.
Oh my god, I wish I had that problem. I just have such defined cheekbones and a nose that I just don't really need to contour.
I do though.
I have a flat face.
Oh, I just feel like mascara makes everything better. I'm gonna contour a little bit. Did you contour with this? What did you contour with? Oh my god! Holy shit!
No, I didn't. I haven't really contoured. I just bronzed. Oh, I look like I've got a moustache.
I'm just like following the contours of my cheeks, so just under where I bronzed. Not over the whole thing, but just to deepen it there. I'm just gonna use a really neutral colored blush. Oh, you know what my fave part is? My face highlight. Just can't wait. So I use like a small tapered like dome brush, something that's a little bit more dense but still like can move. So
You
it's not,
use that for highlight?
yeah,
Oh.
it's like my fave. Oh god, just.
I love King Tut. It's such a nice highlight. Ready? Can I swatch and show?
Yes.
Stop it!
God damn.
Let me just pop that on my... Oh yeah. Oh. Skinny, not skinny.
Love it. And I always put some under my brow bone. Like I just feel like it ties into the
Your eyes look insane. I mean, the whole look looks amazing, but like, ladies and gentlemen, let's just... I mean, I'm sitting here with matching, like, it just doesn't go, and I've got black glue all over one of my eyeballs. But look at this. This is magic.
Yeah, that's my nose anyway.
Oh, sorry, I'm just packing up.
You could hold
Bitch has got to go out. Oh, right.
I always go under my lip.
What you doing, Tiz?
Putting some Ricky on.
Amazing.